Good morning and welcome to San Francisco Business Builders, BNI chapter, part of the BNI family. We're here today with Sophie Sorimachi. Good morning, Sophie. How are you?
Good morning. Yes, I'm doing really well. Thanks, Mike.
And how long have you been a member of Business Builders?
I think it's almost for 3 years, maybe two year and a half. Yep.
And can you tell us what you do?
I run the two business. The main business is the running the virtual tutoring platform, and we have registered tutors, mainly the ones like going to U.S. colleges or grad school, helping the students in America and then also overseas for the subject matters. And then main students are K to 12, but because many of our tutors are speaking English or sometimes bilinguals, some adults wanted to learn English or other languages. And then
What's
that's
the
my
second
first business. Yeah, the second business is travel media. And I started with my co-founder during the pandemic time. And people watch the videos and then discover hidden gems and then foods and experiences all over the world. So we're still working on it too.
And where can they learn more about that?
I can send you the website.
Or just tell us the link and we'll put it in the comments.
Okay. Okay, so the tutoring is Inizian.com, Inizian.com, and the travel media it's called Lixcy.com, Lixcy.com. Thanks for asking.
Sure. And so you've been a member a little more than 3 years. What made you decide to join BNI?
So I met my current chapter president Alice Shakina in a different social meetings, and then she asked me if I'm interested in joining. The reason I wanted to even visit is that because I originally came from East Coast. I lived in the East Coast for quite a long time, and I didn't know many people in San Francisco. So when I started my business, it was quite a struggle to get to know people, who to talk to, that kind of stuff. And then so I thought joining the group like that will be helpful for my business to propel.
And what has your experience been since you've been a member?
So when I visited that chapter, everybody was very warm and like unlike other like a business networking group, everybody's there to learn about what I do and then how they can help me. And then I felt it was really like, warm and welcoming. And then I thought it's a nice group that I can kind of work together with the members. So I think from the first time I decided to join the BNI. So yeah. And then also I have a friend who's in New York and he's been BNI member for a long time. And then he told me the benefit of being a part of BNI. So I already kind of like got biased with the BNI. So yeah.
And how has being a member benefited your business?
Yeah, it's been great. I get the students introduction, and then also I've been teaching at one of those San Francisco elementary school, part-time basis. I didn't really plan to apply for the job, but someone like the chapter member introduced me to the San Francisco Board of Education, so that kind of falls into that loud. And then from that teaching, I get some students for my business too. So that's kind of like really unexpected way, but people are trying to be helpful, so that's good. And then also for travel media, I guess because it's pandemic and in Zoom situation, I've been connected with the people of the world. I've been meeting people from like throughout Asia. Lately, I've been talking to a lot of like Latin Americans, and I seriously start thinking I should learn Spanish, but open up the door. So like BNI people globally having the same baseline, so it's easier to carry on a conversation, and then I can also think about how to be helpful to others. So.
And where do you learn about these international chapters and these other folks?
Oh, okay. So first time was like the friend who's a longtime New York City chapter member. When I visited his chapter, he said like, because it's a Zoom, why don't you just get up early and join? So I woke up at 3 and joined his chapter meeting. And then I met the lady who was joining from South Africa, Johannesburg. And then her business is very local, like a pesticide business. And then I had a one-to-one meeting like we're having. And then I asked her like, why you're visiting US chapters? And then she was like, well, you can just find the chapter through Google, and then you can just visit like different countries. And then this is just the only during this time. So just to get to know other chapter members and then have friends all over the world. She thinks it's like very cool thing to do. And then I would like, she suggested me to do that, especially because my business doesn't really matter where the location is. So I started Googling just like she said, and then start like registering myself through the BNI Connect, and then visiting. And then I met several people who were also visiting from other chapters, and then it just kind of grew from that. Yeah.
And what piece of advice would you have for someone who might be interested in joining BNI?
For those, I think BNI is really good for 2 reasons. For those who are interested in like local connections, say our chapter is based in San Francisco, so they're very strong San Francisco-based members who know a lot of people in the region. I think other location is the same way. So that's one reason. And then second reason is with this pandemic, like doors open up to the different world. So you can also visit other chapters like globally or even domestically. So you can channel different networking. And then I think that's really, really efficient. And then instead of like popping up with the networking event one at a time, people BNI has the same givers gain mentality. So just to schedule one-to-one is easier because normal people wouldn't like the idea, like, why do I need to meet you and then spend 1 hour? So I think, if you are thinking about connecting locally, also globally, thinking to join a BNI would be right choice, I would think. Yeah.
And what has been the most surprising aspect of being a BNI member for you?
Like I said, this international connections. I originally came from Japan, so when I visited my folks or when I needed to do some business in Japan, I kind of searched, and then there are some BNI chapters in Japan. So I visited in person, 1 or 2, like just because I was there, but it was just one-time connection. But with this Zoom meeting, like literally, as long as you can stay up or like you can carve your busy time, you can literally join any meetings and then meet so many people. So that's that's like a kind of like a surprise and an unexpected way to use BNI.
Well, Sophie, we thank you for joining us today. We're happy to learn a little bit more about your business. We will put those links in the messages below so that people can visit you. And we'll see you at BNI. Look for Sophie on BNI Connect, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's my